Social networks have been rapidly emerging in our lives, such that the term e-marketing, which is basically using the internet to sell products or services, rings a bell to most web users. E-marketing is slowly but surely replacing traditional marketing methods, as people spend more time glued to their phones and tablets. That being the case, companies are turning to social media to grab the highest number of views possible for their brand and content. There are an approximate 2.5 billion social media users worldwide. According to a report conducted by the Digital Marketing Arts Academy based in the MENA region, Egypt spends around 500 million Egyptian pounds on its digital advertising and 400 million Egyptian pounds on internet advertising. So for today's show, our guest will be Zainab Aikif, who is currently a social media manager of Ingizni, and will be talking to us about social media management. Thank you, Zainab, for coming to today's show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Zainab is a freshman studying at the American University in Cairo, intending to double major in integrated marketing communication and psychology. She has worked at the social food network of Ingizni for over a year. Ingizni is a mobile application that allows the customer to discover restaurants around Egypt and go social about his experience. So you started your experience at Ingizni at a very young age, like around 16.
Yeah, I was about 16 or 17 years.
Okay, what made you apply with them?
Actually, that's a funny story because I wanted something to be on my CV. So I started giving out my CVs to a lot of agencies, and then Gizmi took me in. I loved it. Then developed because at first it was just a job. Then it developed because I love food and I love marketing, and both combined is something great for me.
Were there specific requirements for you to apply?
Basically not. I had to have a love for food. I could describe food well, English dialect, things like that, and then I had an interview.
Were you good in using social media?
Yeah, I'm the teenager, so most teenagers are.
Okay. Being a social media manager at Ingizni, how many accounts do you manage?
I currently manage 4 accounts, other than the Ingizni Instagram. It's a load, but it's good.
How many social media platforms they have?
Basically 2, Facebook and Instagram, but some have Twitter depending on the type of client, whether they prefer it or not.
How many clients do you manage?
I currently manage 4, but as in Ingizni we have currently 14 clients and we're gonna be 15 soon.
Do you manage it manually or using someone?
No, actually there are a lot of applications now to help you with that. Basically what I do is that I conduct a weekly plan every week, and then I schedule my content on Facebook. But Instagram, unfortunately, because it's not built for marketing, so we just do it manually. But with time, they're integrating some new features to help the social media managers.
Okay. And Twitter?
No, Twitter is manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the business was quickly built, like once it started?
Ingizni, you mean? Actually, we started as an application for food ordering. It was started by a group of 3 AUC. They're alumni now, but they were AUC students as a project. And then they went to several competitions abroad and they won 2nd place. So this then developed as their dream as they proceeded and as they graduated.
Did it started their social media accounts? It started with low.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had like a couple of months to be better in social media, but then it became our thing because it's the hip new thing that people like now, social media, especially the teenagers in our target age.
Okay. Does the company keep track of any of its competitors?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to know your enemies, you know? You need to know that.
And how do you do that?
We follow their pages, we see their trends, what they do, but then we have our own thing. So we're proud that we do one thing and we don't like to copy others.
Okay. Yeah. How do you create your content for the social media accounts?
For the social media, we have something called an inspiration list, where basically we have inspirations from several people abroad and here. But then we create it by seeing what we'd like to see. If you were on Facebook, I'd ask myself, okay, what would I like to see? What would make me order something? And then I'd integrate that into my plan.
Okay. Do you have any social media strategies that you go through and stuff?
Such as advertisements?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, our strategy is we post something. This is on Facebook. We wait for it to get its maximum organic reach, and then we start putting ads. And the good thing about ads is that you choose where the ads go. So we can choose a select target age, people who live there, people who've been there. So we basically customize where your ads go so it would be to the right people.
But what is maximum organic reach?
I don't think there's a maximum, but usually I'd say for the engagement account, it's like 10,000 or something.
Okay.
It depends on the type of post, because if a post people like it, if a post is near to what they like near to the restaurants they like, it would get a lot of organic reach. We once got over 1 million organic reach, but this is an exception. Usually it's about 10,000, 20,000. Like
and what do you do to reach for that?
To increase the organic reach? We just make the post good. People mention their friends, people share it. Sometimes stuff go viral. This is what we want.
Okay. What's the primary income source of the company?
Our clients. Basically, you have a contract. It's either a month or 3 months long, depending on the client. And we use it for several stuff. We use it for the advertisements, for the paid ads on Facebook, and we use it for the salaries of people, and that's our source of income.
Okay. The infogram previewed on the screen. The infogram previewed on the screen was created in 2014 by Web Courses Bangkok. It shows how the internet is taking over our lives and becoming a main marketing tool. It mentions that the social media has grown 356% over the 6 years. 63% of the companies who use social media confirm it has increased marketing effectiveness, and companies that blog have 55% more website visitors. How would you recommend a social media newbie to use his social media accounts in order to gain fame and boost his accounts and traffic, website traffic?
Basically, my most important thing I've seen is being genuine. When you try to be genuine, when you try to connect the users, basically, because in social media, what makes it better than the traditional type of media is that people can connect to it. You can have a one-on-one conversation with one of your like foodies or one of your fans or whatever. So it's very personal. People like social media because it portrays what they want to see. So keep in mind your target audience. Keep in mind who you're talking to, because even in Arabic, we don't use like the original or traditional Arabic dialect. We use the one that people like now, the one that people talk with.
Who would you say are in Gizni's target audience?
Actually, us. So basically, like college students, working people, or basically anyone who appreciates and loves food. These are our target audience, who would actually try to read a review, who likes a perfect piece of steak, who appreciate the taste of food and not just eat food.
Is it more about the number of followers or the engagement and interaction that happens between the company and the customers?
You mean like client-wise or the Gizni-wise? Like as if I'm a client, like a food restaurant? I guess engagement is better, because then you maybe you're 100 only likes on Facebook, but then you find 100 comments on your post. People mentioning, yeah, we should go there, yeah, we should, and stuff. So when people mention their friends, it makes a bigger reach than your number of likes.
So the engagement and the interaction is more important than the followers, and the number of followers, or the opposite?
For my opinion, the engagement.
The engagement?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about the companies that are buying followers? Like there's certain websites that purchase followers.
Honestly, I think they get some followers, but then they lose them anyways, because it will just look good on their profile, but it won't do any good. Because I prefer to have less followers, but more people coming to my restaurant and more people interacting with me, knowing what I do, than just having a fake number on my account.
Okay. What is the importance of the content of a post? Like, how do you create the content?
How do I create the content?
What is important to make it catchy?
It has to be brief. It has to be something relatable. It has to be something that's not too standard, but not too maybe childish. It has to be something like grabbing the user. You want to grab your user. So I want it not more than a sentence or a sentence and a half. It doesn't have to be too commercial. Because when I see on if a Facebook page writes, "Come try our new burger, it's good," I'd automatically neglect that. But when I see someone saying that our customers did so, or as the cheese bends and as the cheese does that, this would grab me more and this would make me more hungry. So I'd like it better.
Are there any planning meetings for accomplishing this? Or
Yeah, of course. We have a bi-weekly meeting with the client to know how he thinks, what he wants. We also have a bi-weekly or a weekly meeting with our photographers, our designers, because as an agency, even though we're kind of the tech startup, we need to engage people more. We need to make it like an agency together. So we need to know each other, not just emails. So that the designer would know what I feel, what I want, what kind of design I'd like, and vice versa.
what is the importance of hashtags for a post?
Hashtags basically are like they get traffic. You can, for example, in Vinny's Pizza, one of the accounts I'm managing, we have hashtag Vinny's Pizza. So basically, you just write the hashtag and you find everything related to it, from the things by the official page to the fans. It basically gets you everything in one place. So that when I go to see a restaurant, I check out the hashtag and I see, oh, some people said it's good, some people said it's like that. The restaurant page looks good and like that.
Can you tell me how you like the most online campaign that reached the highest audience? What did you do? Like, what was it about first?
Okay, it was, if you know, Venice Pizza. Basically, we introduced the concept of the pizza cake. It was the first concept in Egypt. What we wanted to do, by a point we reached a million person reach, which was really good since we're not a big page as Venice Pizza. What we want to do, we wanted to reply to every single comment, every single message, make it personal, make the user feel, make the person who wants to come feel like we want them, feel like we're there, we're connecting, we're hearing their opinion, what they want to do, and so.
Okay. Is it preferable to use all social media platforms or like specific ones?
I think if you're on all social media, it'd be good. But basically now it's just Facebook and Instagram because they're kind of the hip new thing. They're what people go on most. So this is better. But if you have Twitter, it's okay. But Twitter has certain people only go to Twitter. But with Facebook and Instagram, it's a much bigger reach.
Have you considered Snapchat?
We actually have a Snapchat, but this is for the Ingizni, and we want to implement it on all our clients. But for now, we're in the phase of making it.
Okay. How does it differ when you sell your product online than from offline?
I'd say online, other than the fact that it's much cheaper for the client itself, it's more reachable. Because if I see an ad while I'm in my car and I'm very bored and stuff, I won't really give it much attention. But if I see an ad on my mobile and they're talking the way I talk, they're writing the way I write, they're putting the pics of food I want, not just the pics that will look good on a billboard, this is what's better.
Okay. Do you use any friendly user applications?
To enhance what I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of applications. So basically we have something like, for Instagram, what tracks your followers, your blockers, your most users who are engaging in that. So it's better to know what we do, how we progress or not. And then for Facebook, there's an application called Pages Manager. It's the official Pages Manager page by Facebook. It lets you put all, since I have a lot of pages, so it lets you put all your pages at once. You can schedule, you can reply to messages. It's a bit easier than the traditional stock Facebook app.
Do you do videos or infograms and stuff?
Visuals in general are really good. Videos, we've done a few and we're planning to do more. But videos, to do them, we need a really professional person. And we don't want to just do them for the sake of doing it. When we do them, we want them to be good. But we've done a few.
They catch more audience or the posts, like text posts?
It depends on the video. If it's a short video, about a 15-second video, it will get more audience.
Okay. What applications would you recommend a person to use? Like, is there any, like, do you guys use application called Nutshell?
No.
Or any video applications that a person can use?
To edit their videos?
Yeah.
I'd use it. I'd edit them first on my laptop, actually. So,
okay.
But if there are applications, I think if someone has an iPhone, iMovie is great. But these are really simple. These are really simple applications.
Okay.
For bigger videos, I'm not that sure.
What is the importance of social media for businesses?
Okay, social media, basically, for me, since I've been working there for a lot of time, it's better than traditional media because A, for the client, it's cheaper. B, you can select your audience in Facebook. At least you can make it like really targeted audience. So you'd put it with, if the restaurant's in Maadi, you'd say, okay, I want this to show to people living in Maadi. So it's better than paying hundreds of or thousands of pounds for a billboard. Social media, it's faster. We're in the digital age, so people log onto social media than they listen to the radio or watch TV. So it's faster. It's more user friendly. It grabs you better. You know.
Are you intending to continue working in the field?
Yeah.
Or having your own business in the future?
My own business is, I'm still not sure, but yeah, I definitely want to continue working in the field.
Okay. For my last question, what should be the ultimate goal for a social media marketeer?
A marketeer?
Yeah.
I think that you'd want to develop your page, but not like, it's not by the number of likes, but it's by the interaction and by how many times you reply. So you shouldn't just have 100 people commenting and you were replying only to 2. You should be, as if you're replying to your friends, you should be friends with your fans. So this, for me, when you've reached that, when you know that you reply a lot, when you know that you have a connection, kind of a relationship with your fans, this is the ultimate goal.
Okay. And with that, I'd like to thank Zainab for joining us today.
Thank you, I'm more than happy.
That wraps up for today's episode with Business Weekly. I'm Sara Hassan. See you next week.